All right, and our test and tune session should be ready to go. And we have cars in the lanes, might as well just get them done. We're going to run till 4, and we're going to be done for the day. Just a nice test and tune before our first divisional of season number 2. Excited that everyone's out here today. Back for another crazy matchup. Love seeing these guys get competitive. Pretty awesome. And boom. We start off with a dead on 2 in the right lane. Just like that. And just too quick there. 270 with a 2. The goal is to get 280 in Super Street. We got a handful of these guys. A little less than half the class up. First off, the Super Comp test and tune. If you guys want to take a run at the test session. 288.4 for John Stewart, Division Champ. So just a light day, nothing crazy. I'm just kind of laid back right now, kind of just not going to say too much, just a test and tune session. Looks like Malcolm Nicholson was just getting stuff like figured out there. 3 above. 285.7. All these cards are trying to get 2.8 seconds. We got 3 more cards left. Two right here, then 1 more following after. Something wrong with that scoreboard there. Hey, there we go. 2 above 9. And 1 more here for Super Street. And we're on our way to stock. $287. Comes stock eliminator. Super Comp, second call. Super Comp. Right, if you guys want to test, then please step up to the plate. Now we got stock eliminator. 344, 363. Yeah, most of the slower cars in this class over here. In the lanes. Unless you're ready to test something. Hopefully their runs are what they want it to be. 338 and a 375. That's probably our slowest pass I've seen. .272 for Aubrey Williams. Super comp. Make sure you head down there. So those lanes are going to close up quick. Hold on there. Got a problem down there at the top end. So these cars are just going to be parked here. We'll let them go there, but we're just going to check something out in the top end. One sec. Update on the situation. Everything is clear down there. Basically what happened, Evan Groove touched the wall just a little bit. but he's good. So we're just gonna get that top end checked out, make sure it didn't leave anything behind. Then we should be all set from there. Hang tight just for a few minutes. We should be back on the road to finish up stock. That should be it. So we will see you in just a second for the next pair. Back on the road. Not too much debris down there. All he did was give the wall a little love tap. That's about it. Otherwise than that, we are all good. And we're going to keep the test and tune session going. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Nothing too big. unfortunately. Motherfucker. Finally got it down there. Now we're ready for the next Dragster. Super Gas. First call for the test and tune session. Only get one of these, so if you want to test, then actually, so Super Gas and Super Stock, get down the lanes, please. And that's all it's going to do. We're just going to warm up, pretty much, the Super Comp cars. We mainly had a test and tune session because just for these Super Comp cars, because that's how they warm up. And get the data to time it up right to 2.8 seconds, as close as they can get it. Hopefully by season 3 we get some new and improved Super Comp cars that run better. Maybe season 4. Next up, so we're not going to see, I'm just going to go out on a stretch here and say we're not going to see anybody cross the finish line. Maybe that door car, probably the door car, but the dragsters are not. So, yeah. That's it. And yeah, that's gonna coast. That's all they're gonna do. No numbers will be taken down. Super Gas, Super Stock. Your second call. Super Gas, Super Stock. Second call to the lanes for the test and tune session. Another dragster here. So then after this, we got a few more classes, and then we're going to do the alcohol, and that is our day. So it probably won't even, we have plenty of time. Because 4 is when we're going to shut everything down and get everything ready for tomorrow. So that's how it's going to be. Wow, wait, we got something to the end. I didn't expect that, honestly. It's going to be a pretty bad slip. 327 on the one, but hey, nice. throw a rating on Ross here to fire up. About one down. Showing progress of people getting ready. And then it all starts tomorrow. The fun begins. And then the Friday, the fun really begins when we start the elimination round. All right, so we'll see what he runs. Here he goes. And is he going to make a full pass? I think he's probably a little short. Wow, I only got 2 super stockers and 1 super gas car. Then I guess I'm going to call up the next class. Honestly, comp eliminator down in the lanes. Tower side. Comp eliminator, tower side, please. If that's how it's going to be. I don't see any super gas guys or super stalkers getting ready. Remember, you guys should come down so it makes it look like you guys are. Make it looks like you guys are trying to get a run. Getting everything ready, and now he looks he's ready to fire. It actually makes a pretty good lap around the track. 3:01.1. There we go. Closer to the number slowly, but there's just a test. Remember, test and tune, not going to get too accurate. Even though the first number that we saw on the scoreboard was dead on 2 from Super Straight. J.R. Clem, hey! First winner of Season 2 for Super Comp and first national win he had. Congratulations to him on the victory. I knew he had it. I remember because last season he was in the final round and sold it. He climbed all the way back up to the top, and now he's got it. Good for him. Just what he was looking for. KR Clem looks like he's going to skip his testing. He's going to go for a run. Never mind. He did go for. He slowed down in the end. He looked like he's going quick, but 3:01 with a 5. He's slowly warming up. And the final 2. Oh, no. I didn't even see GLM on the right-hand side. Then we have a pair, and that's it. All right, so I guess we'll just say we got 1. Okay. Let's go get Top Dragster to the trackside lanes. Top Dragster, we're ready for you. Wait, right? Yes. Trackside for you guys. Wait for her test. And we got a pair of these guys. Once we get super gas, super stock, okay, then we'll clean up. Then we'll go into some of the faster cars, like Comp Eliminator, Top Dragster, and Top Sportsman. And she's going to make a test pass. She's going to shut it up before she gets to the finish line. We'll wait for her to get there. Looks like she's actually struggling slowly but surely. All right. 2 for super stock. These are 2 cars. One coming up later. $284 for the Dodge Dart right there. I'm liking these top dragsters. You can have new engine combinations. It doesn't need to be all the same like it used to be. That was just an old class rule. But now you gotta get more expansive with it. And we'll see that in just a second. There she goes. Making her pass. A 281.6. And now we are going to do some track cleanup. So we'll see you in just a second. Well, now we got some faster, capable cars here. And then after Top Sportsman, we are going to get into the fastest cars we have on the property, alcohol, dragsters, and funny cars. All coming up next. We'll see you in a second. A quick track to clean up there. Just going through some spots. Make sure the track is set. So, we're going to roll on the comp eliminator once we have the green light. Just going to look at stuff on the starting line. And we should be all set once that's started. If you guys are tuning into the Test and Tune stream, that is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for showing up. It's been a good Test and Tune so far. We'll see in just a second for when the classes start, when Comp Eliminator fires up. Tyler Wilson in the Thunderbird. New to the class. Used to be in Top Sportsman. Now he's in comp. Because his car has just been all over the place. He can't really tone it down. It's just screaming. It wants to go fast. And that is what you can do. And in this class, you don't have to be that consistent. It's kind of made for a class to just kind of have fun with a fast car or a weird, wacky machine that you have. Bring it on down. Race and comp. The rules are kind of complicated in comp, but I'll explain them. It's pretty much like bracket racing, but if you guys are dialed up as the same number, it's an automatic heads-up race. Actually, it wasn't that complicated, but so you have to dial in your number to be kind of close to what you're running, but also if somebody's the same number as you, you want to be quick. So that's what you have to do. $223 to $255 with an 8. And that is it for comp. That's the only 2 cars that we had. Here goes Top Dragster now. Look at Manny Silverman with that blower on his car. That car is quick, man. Ever since they got the new combinations that you could do on it, he put a nice loud blower on there. Made to go quick. And let's see what he puts down. He's probably going to test it. I could picture this going. Since it's quick, you want to just maybe test it to see what the data looks like on the 60-foot time or 8th mile time. Not going to maybe fully go at it, but I guess we're about to find out. And wow, he still shut it off, but still made it to the end. I told you he's quick. 289.3, and that is a quick pass. I expect him to run quick numbers in the competition. So just a second before Kyle Stars comes on the racetrack, he's just getting stuff ready. Kyle Stars, we've seen his new car from a horrific accident. But he is okay. He has a brand new Dragster with a brand new motor because class requirements we don't need a specific kind of engine. You can kind of do whatever you want now. It is like an alcohol car. It's almost as quick as it. Not actually. Maybe like a split second slower probably. Very, very fast. Actually, probably more than a split second. I'm kind of lying. This thing is a 6-second machine, though. It can definitely run quicker. What I mean by 6 seconds is because we do alcohol by their IRL number ET that would usually be there, so you can kind of get a sense of what they're running. So it's equal to the real world. You know what I mean? But yeah. So if we're taking that number, like alcohol cars run like 510, 520. Yeah, I mean he could run like maybe a 5.8, 5.9, definitely 5.9, but he's gonna let it go. He's kind of in and out. Wow, 274 with an 8, and that wasn't even straight in the groove. Pretty good for a test hit. All right, top alcohol, funny car, and dragster. It doesn't really matter the order. To the right-hand side of the lanes, please. Top alcohol, dragster, and funny car. To the tower side lanes, please. All right, we're gonna start moving cars to the right-hand lane because we need to just kind of have one lane cleared for our top alcohol dragsters to make sure that lane is in pristine condition for them. So we're gonna move everyone on the right-hand side right now. Not a bad run from Megan Clyde, 293.5. So Top Track's just kind of sending it. Super Comp was kind of testing it. We saw that they didn't really make a full pass. But look at Top Trackster. They want to get prepared for this competition. They want to fully go at it and see what number they're expecting for the competition, I guess. Good job. Ignore my chewing. Pretty disgusting. But thank you to Haley Goodwin for bringing those gummy sharks. She's racing today, or well tomorrow. But thank you for bringing us some of that. That was pretty nice of you, and they taste amazing. Here we go. $289.3. Fast pass for Daniel. On to the next. All right. One of our last top dragsters to go at it for today. Got one more behind her. Then we got 2 cars for top sportsman. Nope, 3. I think. Yeah, 3. No, I just didn't see it. Yeah. So 3 cars for top sportsman. Remember we called top alcohol funny car and dragster. You guys should be ready. Oh, okay. Tina kind of had some troubles there. Just stick it in the groove. 307 with a 2, and she'll take that times up and do everything she wants with it. One more to go, and that is Gerald Spectral. Then we got top sportsman, and then that is going to be the end of those classes, and then we're going to get into the, I guess you could say it's the main event. Not really. It's mainly just, the fastest cars, so get ready for that. Gerald Spectral looks like he's idling over here. He's struggling to back that car up. He's going to shut it off. He is not going to make a attempt. I guess he's just going to do a burnout and show off the car, and that's it. No, something sounded a little bit off. I don't know exactly what it was. All right. I guess on top sportsman now. Luckily, there's a path for Joe Spectral to get out of. Here comes top sportsman. And this is Jeff Wicks, Super Gas National Champ. The first winner of Super Gas in season number 2. Congrats. And his first ever win. So good for that guy. And he got the win by 1,000th of a second. What a race. There he goes. 285.3. A new one to the show. Comp Eliminator competitor as well. Brendan Lotus with his Pro Stock truck. Pro Stock trucks are allowed in Comp Eliminator. Comp Eliminator is a very weird class. But basically, if your car is not a dragster, a pro stock car, then you need to run a certain time. You can't go faster than a certain time. These guys, there's no limit in that class. I can just go quick. He's tuning it down. Doesn't want to go too quick because he wants to make sure he's tuned in. And that is a 3 flat with an 8. There's the MSD Pro Mod car, Steve Williams. Make it a test hit. And after he makes his run, we'll do the cleanup on the other side of the lanes to make it nice so we can run our top alcohol dragsters and funny cars. So once again, that Pro Mod car is really quick, but it's toned down. So we can get that nice consistent bracket number instead of driving all over the place. 312 with an 8 is what he's going to get. All right, now we're on to cleanup. Got one more category to go, but we have plenty of time. So if you're in group number 1, if your class runs in group number 1, basically if your class doesn't have any dragsters in them, come up to the lanes if you want to test and tune paths, please. We'll see you in a second once we get this track all cleaned up. So, judging by how it looks on the starting line, it looks like we're about to push the water truck back and get everything ready to go for some top alcohol dragster / funny car. Remember, trackside lanes, any cars that are in a class that doesn't have any dragsters in them, come up to the lanes and you can get some test hits in if that's what you wish. This is Top Alcohol Dragster's last test and tune hit, and their only test and tune hit, because we're not gonna have enough time to let them breathe and get everything ready. I mean, unless no one comes back. If no one's gonna come back, then we'll see what. Anyways, I'm getting too ahead of myself. I'm gonna comfortably say this once. So, last call for Top Alcohol Dragster and Funny Car. This is you guys' last chance to make a run. Otherwise than that, once you have made a test hit on the racetrack, just pack it away for tomorrow. And you guys are gonna run at 10:30 tomorrow. Super Street's gonna run first at 10. So that's the run order, how it's gonna go tomorrow. And then we'll continue the same order we've always been going at. And then once everybody hits 3, I think that's going to be the end of the day, because we do have all day tomorrow, which is nice. Tim Larson, here we go. Gonna shut it off as he gets a little squirrely down there. We'll wait till he coasts down. Had a hard launch. Definitely got some power behind that bad boy. And his race car has been struggling. Maybe too much. Is it too much power, or is it maybe not enough, or something's wrong? And I don't know, because I'm not a part of their team. I really don't know. All right. Well, we're gonna wait for who's next. I think it's a funny car next. Yep. We'll see in just a second. All right. So if you guys are curious on how our competition's gonna go, we're gonna have a divisional event the next time we race. Is gonna be in Vessel Dragway. Then we're going to travel up to Grayland Motorsports Park, or nope, Motor Park, not Motorsports Park. We're going to do a national there, then a divisional there, and we'll come back down to this track. This is our main track that we use, owned by the THRE, so we can do whatever we want pretty much over here. It's a nice track. But we do travel to random tracks, travel to 2 and local in our area, so, and maybe possibly new track locations, we don't know. So that, here we go. Let me stop talking, because here's our first alcohol funny car to go down. Here we go. Here's the alcohol car. I'm making a test hit. It has been, so this racing team, the alcohol funny car has been struggling. The dragster has not, and they didn't actually bring the dragster this time. It's the funny car that they're going to be racing. Whoa, hold on. It's going to, wow, a lot of chaos down there. He was shaking like crazy. He clicks it off. He almost could have hit that wall. He kept it towards, he still kept it towards the center. Was shaking the, like, I feel like, I don't know, it was wagging like a dog's tail. Wow. So he's going to coast down there. He'll get down there by himself. We'll wait until he gets down there. We'll make sure nothing's the problem. That was a crazy pass. We'll have it on replay actually up for you guys. And yep, it's working. Pretty chaotic run there. But he holds it together. Good driving skills. That's ultimately what it is. So, we'll wait till he gets back. We have one more alcohol car, and that is it. So, top alcohol, dragster, and funny cars, that is it. Your lanes are closed. We'll wait for anybody that wants to test. In group number 1, if your class does not have any dragsters in it, come on down, make another hit. See you in a second. Here we go. Last top alcohol dragster to go. And remember, we have until 4, so anybody in group 1 that wants to make a test hit, please come to the lanes now, because once you guys take too long, and we're going to be on to group 2. So make sure you're ready to go. You guys have your guys' lanes are going to close at 3:20. So once the clock strikes 3:20, the lanes are closed for group number 1 for the test and tune session. Here's a nitro injected dragster, Joe Johnson. He's won the first one. Has he? Is that him? Yeah, it was him, right? Yeah, first ever top alcohol dragster competition. And gonna click it off. Nothing special from him. But kind of a boring top alcohol test tune session, but it's just a test, so I don't know what anyone was expecting. And that is what we got. So we'll be back with, well, hopefully, because so far no cars have pulled up. We're going to keep cutting down the time if no cars want to pull up, and then we're going to immediately move to group 2. Once group 2 is like, if no one wants to come up for them, then we're going to cut it short. So I can't wait for the fun tomorrow for our qualifying session. That's when drivers start to get a little bit more serious, but once again, not eliminations yet. And Friday is when we're going to start eliminating people, and then people are going to go home. Going to send some people home, competition style, baby. Woo! First divisional of the year. All right, so once again, we will wait for those classes. Or not class, the group number 1. Can fill up all the lanes, I guess. We have none of you, so we are going to just wait for people that want to test before the competition. If not, oh, well, I guess. We'll cut it short. Check it out. Michael Speedster has made it back from he has a new career now. He has a Pro Stock career. We finally have our own Pro Stock class now. He got the win. First ever national win. First ever win for Michael Speedster, I believe. Yeah. And it was a national, and it was the first of his class. He is dominating the point system right now, even though he wasn't the number 1 qualifier. He took out the number 1 qualifier in the final round, and that was it. Just one bad race. One bad race from the number 1 qualifier, and it had to be at the end, and he sold it. Michael Speedster. Michael Speedster's still pretty fast, but he can go way quicker in Pro Stock. 275.4. for Michael Speedster. He kind of toned it down once again because he's in Top Sportsman. So now he's bracket racing instead of who's going the quickest, just like it would be in Pro Stock. We'll wait for more to come around. All right, so here's what I'm going to do for any cars in group number one that's even maybe considering about doing a test and tune. You better think of that decision now because your lanes are going to close pretty soon because none of you guys are going to are showing up to test. So if you are considering it and you probably want to come up right now because your lanes are going to close at 3, which is in 10 minutes. If not, then we're going to move on to Group B, and that's about it. So make sure you're, you know, getting up here while you have the chance. Your lanes are closing at 3. Well, you know what that means. It's 3 o'clock, so group number 2. Final call. We have an hour left. Group number 2. Pull up to the lanes. You have an hour. If not enough of you guys start coming through, then we're gonna have to end it early. So make sure you come up if you want to test. All right, so we do have a dragster, about time. So guys, remember, if you want to test, make sure to do it now, or we're gonna have to end it off early. But we do have someone that already went, but I'm excited to see. Manny Silverman in the dragster. Remember, he had that new motor. I can't wait to see what he does in Top Dragster. It is bracket racing though, but I do love that his car is nice and quick. It was usually one of the quicker ones, but you know, check out that blower on his. See what kind of number he puts down. I believe he ran, I don't know what he ran last time, but it wasn't even the best he could do, but it was still a quick time. I'm not exactly sure what that was. We'll wait for him. We'll see what he does. And the launch wasn't great. He kind of improves it down there. Ugh, not as good as last time, 303. Unfortunately, that's all right, but he gets a feel for the car a little bit more. So that's not bad. Hopefully, he'll just take that data and see what he can do for tomorrow's qualifying. So remember, anybody else that wants to test, make sure you guys come up right now, because as of right now, we are going to close down at 3:30. So yeah. Yeah, 3:30 is when we're going to close as of right now, but unless we get more cars, we could expand. So we will be on the wait. Yeah, I'm glad we got to see that car go. We'll see you hopefully with another dragster to come down, but we'll see what we do. All right, well, that is going to do it for the day. No one wanted to come up. So we're going to end it right there. This is the end of the test and tune. Good luck to all the drivers tomorrow. Thank you to all the first responders, racers, track cleaners, crews, crew chiefs, everyone involved in T3, and especially thanks to God.